What if you could travel back in time 2 billion years? What would our planet look like? The geological landscape of Earth 2 billion years ago. 1. Supercontinents. Erodenia. Approximately 2 billion years ago, Earth was dominated by a supercontinent known as Rodinia. This massive landmass brought together much of the planet's continental crust, creating a unique geological environment. Rodinia's formation and eventual breakup had significant implications for the geological and biological evolution of the Earth. At positioning, the continents were not arranged as they are today. They were clustered closer to the equator, influencing climate patterns and ocean currents. 2. Land and water distribution. Oceans. Large expanses of water surrounded the supercontinent, with deep oceans that were significantly different in chemistry and biology than today's seas. The ocean was rich in dissolved minerals and lacked the diversity of marine life we see now. At continental shelves. The edges of the continents featured broad continental shelves, which were shallow areas where life began to flourish, particularly among microbial communities. 3. Geological activity. Volcanic activity. The Earth was more geologically active, with frequent volcanic eruptions that contributed to the formation of new land and altered the atmosphere. This activity played a crucial role in shaping the surface landscape and creating diverse geological features. Tectonic movements. The movements of tectonic plates were reshaping the Earth's crust, leading to mountain formation and the alteration of coastlines. 4. Rock types and formation. Sedimentary rocks. Many of the sedimentary rock formations we find today were beginning to form during this time, composed primarily of minerals like sandstone and shale, which provide insights into the ancient environments of Earth. Igneous and metamorphic rocks. The geological landscape also included various igneous and metamorphic rocks, resulting from volcanic activity and tectonic processes, further illustrating the dynamic nature of the planet. 5. Climate influence. Climate zones. The positioning of continents influenced climate patterns, creating diverse climatic zones, from warm equatorial regions to cooler temperate areas. These conditions affected erosion rates and sedimentation processes, contributing to the formation of various geological features. Atmospheric conditions 2 billion years ago. 1. Oxygen levels. A low oxygen concentration. During this time, the Earth's atmosphere contained significantly lower levels of oxygen compared to today, estimated at less than 1% of present atmospheric levels. This was a stark contrast to the current oxygen-rich atmosphere, which is about 21% oxygen. Cyanobacteria's role. The primary contributors to the small amounts of oxygen in the atmosphere were cyanobacteria. These simple, photosynthetic microorganisms thrived in the oceans and released oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Over millions of years, their activity gradually increased the oxygen levels, leading to significant changes in Earth's atmosphere and paving the way for the evolution of aerobic, oxygen-using organisms. A great oxygenation event. While the most significant increase in atmospheric oxygen occurred later, around 2.4 billion years ago. The processes that began during this period laid the groundwork for the eventual Great Oxygenation event, which had profound effects on the planet's life forms and environment. 2. Greenhouse effect. Presence of greenhouse gases. The atmosphere of Earth 2 billion years ago was rich in greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and water vapor. These gases were significant in regulating the planet's temperature and climate. Climate regulation. The high concentration of greenhouse gases contributed to a warmer climate, preventing the Earth from freezing over despite the sun being less luminous than it is today. This greenhouse effect created a stable environment that supported microbial life in the oceans. Climate conditions. The combination of low oxygen levels and high greenhouse gas concentrations likely resulted in a climate that was humid and warm, with less fluctuation in temperature compared to later periods. This climate was conducive to the proliferation of cyanobacteria, which played a critical role in both the carbon cycle life forms 2 billion years ago. 1. Microbial life. Dominance of prokaryotic organisms. The Earth 2 billion years ago was primarily inhabited by prokaryotic organisms, with bacteria and archaea being the dominant forms of life. These single-celled organisms thrived in various environments, particularly in aquatic habitats. Cyanobacteria. Among these microbes, cyanobacteria played a crucial role in shaping the Earth's environment. Often referred to as blue-green algae, cyanobacteria are photosynthetic bacteria that could convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into energy, producing oxygen as a byproduct. Oxygen production. The oxygen generated by cyanobacteria began to accumulate in the oceans and eventually seeped into the atmosphere. This process was vital for the transformation of Earth's environment and was a precursor to the oxygen-rich atmosphere we know today. Stromatolites. Cyanobacteria formed layered structures called stromatolites, which are among the oldest known fossils. These formations provide crucial evidence of early life and the ecological processes that contributed to the planet's development. 2. Lack of complex life. Absence of multicellular organisms. At this time, complex multicellular life had not yet evolved. Life was predominantly unicellular, and organisms were relatively simple in structure and function. An evolutionary milestone. The absence of multicellular organisms meant that life was limited in its diversity and complexity. Organisms relied on simple processes for survival, such as absorption of nutrients directly from their environment. Microbial ecosystems. Despite the simplicity, these microbial communities formed intricate ecosystems that played essential roles in nutrient cycling and the establishment of life-sustaining conditions. They were crucial for maintaining the balance of gases in the atmosphere and contributed to the eventual emergence of more complex life forms. This exploration of life forms during this period emphasizes the significance of microbial life, particularly cyanobacteria, and highlights the simplicity of life on Earth, setting the stage for the evolutionary advancements that would follow in later geological periods. Impact on modern Earth. The environment of Earth 2 billion years ago was a crucial chapter in the planet's history, setting the stage for the evolution of life and the development of the Earth as we know it today. Here are some key reflections on its lasting impact. 1. Foundation for oxygen-rich atmosphere. The activity of cyanobacteria and their role in oxygen production transformed the Earth's atmosphere, leading to significant increases in oxygen levels over millions of years. This gradual change allowed for the eventual emergence of aerobic, oxygen-dependent life forms, which were essential for the evolution of more complex organisms. Without this foundational shift, the diverse ecosystems we see today, from lush forests to vibrant marine environments, would not have been possible. 2. Evolutionary catalyst. The simple microbial life forms that dominated 2 billion years ago laid the groundwork for biological complexity. As oxygen levels rose and new ecological niches emerged, multicellular organisms began to evolve. This transition marked the beginning of a rich tapestry of life that would lead to the emergence of plants, animals, and eventually humans. The genetic innovations and adaptations that arose from these early life forms continue to influence the biodiversity we observe today. 3. Geological and ecological interactions. The geological processes occurring at this time, such as volcanic activity, tectonic movements, and the formation of supercontinents, shaped not only the physical landscape of the planet, but also the ecological dynamics within it. The interactions between the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere established critical conditions for the development of ecosystems, influencing everything from climate patterns to nutrient cycles. 4. Lessons for conservation. Understanding the ancient environment helps us appreciate the delicate balance of ecosystems today. The foundational role of microbial life in maintaining atmospheric and environmental stability serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving biodiversity. As modern human activities threaten ecosystems and contribute to climate change, the lessons from this period highlight the need for sustainable practices to protect the planet's future. 5. Continuity of life. The legacy of this ancient Earth continues to resonate through the ages, connecting all living organisms. The genetic and evolutionary pathways established by early life forms have shaped the diversity of life we experience today, creating a rich, interconnected web of organisms that thrive in various environments. It was a pivotal moment that laid the essential groundwork for the complex, vibrant world we inhabit today. By understanding this ancient Earth, we gain valuable insights into our planet's history, the evolution of life, and the importance of preserving the delicate balance that sustains all living things. Reflecting on Earth's history as we explore the incredible journey of our planet from 2 billion years ago to today, it's essential to consider how Earth's history has profoundly shaped the world we live in. The early microbial life that thrived in ancient oceans laid the foundation for the incredible biodiversity we see today. The gradual increase in oxygen levels transformed the atmosphere, enabling the evolution of complex life forms, including the plants and animals that populate our ecosystems. This fascinating history reminds us that every species, including humans, is part of a long continuum of life that has adapted and evolved over billions of years. Each geological event and environmental shift has influenced the delicate balance of ecosystems, demonstrating the interconnectedness of all living things. Now that you've journeyed through time with us, we encourage you to reflect on how Earth's ancient past continues to influence our present and future. What can we learn from these historical changes? How can we apply this understanding to protect our environment today? If you found this exploration intriguing, please like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the Earth's history and the natural world. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. What aspect of Earth's history do you find most fascinating? Join the conversation, and let's continue to explore the wonders of our planet together. Hit that like button and subscribe for more details.